All right, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Heather Tanada. I'm here with Gary Nix, who is the team leader of Gary Nix team. And today we're actually going to be talking about how to overcome major obstacles in life. And so I'm going to interview Gary about his personal experience.
Okay.
So going back to when you received a diagnosis of stage 4 cancer, what was going through your mind?
Well, that's a good question because obviously that's not something you deal with every day, right? I remember this one doctor telling me unfortunately, this is what you have. But we'll do whatever we can to protect you, blah, blah. The first thing that came out of my spirit was, I remember I have a BOLD t-shirt on, and BOLD is a program in Keller Williams that we do training, and I went through the training 19 different times. And part of that training talks about when you get a message that you don't want. What's your reaction to it? How do you react to it? And it talks about always making it where don't let that confession be your confession, right? So I told the doctor, I said, okay, I respect you, this is your diagnosis, I appreciate that. But going forward, can you please not tell me I have this cancer? Just tell me you diagnosed me with it. And that's where we first started our battle, so to speak. So, so that's kind of, and it's interesting because I'm married to someone in the medical field, and she's right there, trying to fight no, this is what the doctor says. And I'm like, no, this is what BOLD says. If you don't want it, don't confess it. Because once you take ownership of that diagnosis, in this case, it was a stage 4 prostrate. And once you take ownership, then it takes ownership of your body. Mm-hmm. And then you are in line for what the result's supposed to be.
So, did you feel fear? What were your emotions around that?
In BOLD, we'll talk about fear or faith. You choose.
I like that.
So it's when something like that comes to you, it's still a choice we have to make. Most people forget about that. Everything how you react to life is your choices, So I still remember, I think we had a vacation schedule, and we got to Vegas and at our resort, and they had to move us to another resort, wherever from where we normally go to. And I remember my wife just laying on the floor, just crying. I'm like, but what are you doing? And she's like, because she was filled with fear, right? Mm-hmm. And but right from day one, I understand it's a choice I have to make. Is it going to be fear? Is it going to be faith? Well, I'm going to choose faith. Faith overcomes all things.
Mm-hmm. So how did you handle any negative thoughts, and even seeing your own wife get affected by it? How did you handle that?
There is a saying that what you feed yourself on is how. I'm going to use a lot of these BOLD laws because they really come to play. Your cells eavesdrops on your thoughts. So what are you thinking? So I've just learned to stay in the positive mind flow. I believe in, the miracle morning. One of the things of miracle morning is meditation. Mm-hmm. I don't really meditate. I believe in more spiritual singing. And so long as I'm singing those kind of songs, it elevates me beyond my level of thinking or my being, and it takes me to another level. And I just try to stay in that level.
Right. So you mentioned a lot about the BOLD program,
Yeah.
as well as like prayer and singing. Was there anything else that you did throughout that time that helped to ground you?
Yes. Well, so it's I told my team back then, like, look, I've been diagnosed with something very serious, but I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. But I'm gonna overcome this thing. And so I find places and people that I share with without, I never told anybody what was exactly diagnosed except for my immediate family, right? But I tell people, and somehow I really believe the angels are people that come in, I believe angels come in people, anything you're going to do on this earth is on this earth. It's been done before, you're just going to replicate what's been done. I believe in models of life. KW would believe a lot in models of systems. What's been done, go replicate it and do well. And so I do open my mouth to some people, and somehow I got great advice from those people. I remember, one of the reasons why I don't try to get mail at clients, I had this one very difficult buyer, not really motivated. However, when I do go on a drive with her, we have really great conversations. And so she told me about some system that can help people heal their body. And then I had a great assistant that was working with me then that also connected me with another holistic lady. And I feel like between those two, things started coming at me to relieve the pain, and lead me to what I call my Abraham moment,
So what kind of treatment did you have to undergo, and what did your daily routine look like? Did you make a lot of lifestyle changes?
No, actually I did not. My lifestyle is still the same. I usually wake up at 4:30 in the morning. I do my meditation, praying. I don't really pray. I believe in more singing, doing praise worship. And then I go to the gym, go work out, and then get started with my day. Get up my body ready and all that. I do my meditation, praying. I don't really pray. I believe in more singing, doing praise worship. And then I'll go to the gym, go work out, and then get started with my day. Get up my body ready and all that stuff. So that never, I really didn't change anything from what and again, this is what usually happens when people get this kind of news, they just fall apart. Mm-hmm. And I realized quickly that no, if anything's, matter of fact, so I was scheduled in the initial part of this thing, my wife and I would consult with the doctors. We had another doctor, and we thought, okay, if you can get this prostate at the right time, you can go do surgery. So we elected to go for surgery. And the day was prepared for the surgery, the anesthesia was there, and the anesthesia came to talk to me, and he just felt that I wasn't very serious about the ramification of what I'm about to undergo. The guy's like, listen, we're gonna turn you upside down, we're gonna do this, when you're done, you're gonna carry a sack with you, where, it's like, whoa, okay, that's a whole lot. But I just took it all in stride, really smiling. And the guy's like, so it looked at me, squarely in the eye like, you're about to go through a really difficult surgery and you have this piece on you. So I guess he went to report it to the surgeon. And then the surgeon came and talked to me like, okay, Mr. Nix, we're preparing for surgery. We're gonna take it for anesthesia. I'm all right, I'm cool. Yeah, let's go. And the surgeon kind of shifted a little bit. It went out and he came back and said, you know what? I'm looking at the last report we had for you, and this is what I see. I'm going to hold up on the surgery. Let's hold up. Let's see some more. I'd like to go see an oncologist, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay. And the truth is, if he had done that surgery, it probably would have led me to a quicker way towards the death area, you know. And so I call it my Abraham moment, you know. The good book talk about Abraham, Isaac, where Abraham was going to kill Isaac, and a ram came up to avoid that killing. I feel like that attitude, that calmness that I have, it creates a shifting in their spirit that causes them to say, let's hold up on this thing. Now, when we left there and went to see the oncologist, and he's like, well, you know, we really think you have this cancer is in your back, your shoulder, it's like we see it all over the place. I would say, okay, all right. And luckily, they did schedule, what do you call it? They did schedule some kind of radiation, for me. And I remember even the day the radiation was scheduled, I was asking the tech, I said, do you see cancer in this thing that it's telling me to do this radiation on? The guy's like, I can't say anything, you have to talk to your doctor. And my radiologist, I still remember Dr. Mahmoud, Indian gentleman, and I always tell him, like, look, when you talk to me, I know how you guys deal with your patients, but when you talk to me, never mention I have cancer. Always tell me you are diagnosed with one. Mm-hmm. And it looked at me weirdly, and by the way, that ended up proving itself, It took another year or so before it did. And I love that man honored what I said. And, later on, when he did the PET scan, it's like, okay, Mr. Nix, we don't see anything anymore. Wow. And, but it's like, well, let's keep your test going on, and the test has gone down. So thank God for that.
Wow. So I was going to ask, how did the people around you influence your mindset, for better or worse?
Well, I don't know if I want to stay where the people are. My wife, for example, was very fearful. She really lived in this fear for a minute, right? However, I was blessed. I'm really blessed. I have a daughter that's, maybe her mind is not where it's supposed to be, but our cheerfulness, that keeps me going for sure. So she was always joyful, didn't see anything wrong with that. As a matter of fact, that girl, God used her because she constantly called on me to take care of her, and that propelled me to continue to do what I do, so thankful for that.
What would you say to someone who's received a similar diagnosis?
Well, it's very important for people to understand. I know it's different for everybody, but I just know this. The good book talks about the life and death are in our tongue. So whatever life we pronounce to ourselves is what we live. And whatever death we pronounce to ourselves, that's also what we live. So it doesn't matter what kind of news that comes your way. Don't say it about yourself. Once you start accepting it as yourself, then you're going to go that road.
Giving it power.
Yeah, you give it power to take over yourself. So if I really believe faith can overcome fear. I really strongly believe that faith can overcome fear. Now, part of this is really great training that I've had, and I'm really thankful for that. If you haven't taken Bold, oh my God, I recommend take it 18 times. You know, when somebody told me, yeah, you need to take it 18 times to really get it. Now, most people will take it 6 times and they will become teachers of it. You know, and you know, after a while, you do it 18 times as a teacher. But if you're a student and you don't want to be a teacher, you definitely need to take it 18 times for it to be part of you, because it comes out of you when life shows up. You know, when life shows up, when we have challenges, you know, that's when it comes out of you. And I'm very thankful for that.
For the people out there that don't know what BOLD is, what does it stand for?
BOLD is Business Objective Life by Design. So even though it's a real estate training, I've been blessed to have some friends that I send them to BOLD. I remember a good friend of mine that him and his wife was having a lot of fight, and I watched them. It's more of the ways they talk to each other. So I said, you know what, you guys need to go take BOLD. It will change how you speak to one another, and they did, and it really saved their marriage, and you know, for the better. Because again, you learn to what not to say, and then you learn the power of words, you know, of using certain acronym and words or vowel, sometimes even the tonality of that word, how it can affect the other person, and you know, it makes things much better. Yeah.
What choices, mental or physical, do you think made the biggest difference in your outcome?
Well, obviously, physical is staying fit. You know, we have to be healthy. I took a CEO class, and there was a doctor that did a presentation about how even him as a doctor, he had some problem with his body, and the doctors could not figure it out. So he started eating better, and it got better. So choice of food that we eat makes a huge difference, you know. And if you can't contain yourself, find something else that you take that will limit you eating so much. Our diet is good. Staying in good physical shape also is keeps you mentally strong. A lot of times when people come into a situation, that's when they give up and they blow up. And of course, now your body cannot resist anything, you know. So I think those things make a difference. Yeah.
Did this process change the way that you define success?
Did it change it? No, I think it gives me a clarity on how success is, right? You know, success is not just the money you make, it's the life you live, obviously, right? And but success actually comes in when you become an overcomer. You know, in this life, there's always going to be struggles. There's always going to be challenges. How do you overcome those challenges? I think determine your successful living, you know.
Well, this is awesome. All right, thank you so much, Gary.
All right, thank you. Thank you for interviewing. Hope you all got something from it. Thank you. Okay, awesome. I do my meditation, praying. I don't really pray. I believe in more singing, doing praise worship. And then I'll go to the gym, go work out, and then get started with my day. You know, get the fight ready and all that.